What's up, everyone? How are you doing? I hope you're doing great, and more importantly, I hope you're staying warm. This last week, the temperatures dropped down past negative 21 degrees, and it has been very cold. However, I'm still out here in the National Forest. I'm exploring some of the year-round activities that are provided out here, and one of those activities is geocaching. So in this video, if you do not know what geocaching is, I'm going to explain it. I'm going to show you some of the different difficulty levels. Some are easier to find, some of them probably not going to find given the snow. And then I'm going to show you just some of the containers that they come in and just different details about geocaching. So in this video, we're going to go through the Nicolet National Forest. We're going to do some geocaching in the winter. Come along with me. All right, before we go and get too crazy and go trek throughout the National Forest, let's talk about what a geocache actually is. So is it a geological location that has a cache in it? Now, a cache is a container. It can be anything like an ammo can. It can be as small as a pen, a medicine bottle, or it can be the size of a crate. The app is going to show you all the different size levels, what it's going to be. It's going to show you the terrain level, if it's going to be more difficult. And then all together with that combined, it's going to show you how difficult it is to find it given the terrain and the size or how it's hidden. So if you go on the app, it will show you that. Within the National Forest, they are pretty specific as far as rules go. They want you to register them if you decide to put your own cache out. You have 1 year that you can keep them out there, then you have to re-register them. They are pretty specific on what type of container you use as well. It has to be marked, so it cannot be like this, just for safety purposes. They don't know if this, well, they don't know if it could be a bomb, it could be anything. So they don't know what the container is unless it says geocache across the front of it. The other thing you need to do is you need to mark the inside of them, put your name or your geocaching name. You need to put the coordinates on there, and you just need to let them know who you are and who owns the container. So the different levels we're going to check out in this video are going to be the easy ones, which are most likely the size of this or above, or they're going to be right out in the open where you can easily see them. The terrain is going to be pretty easy to access, so anyone can go and check those out and find them. Then when you get to the more medium level ones, especially in the winter, you're going to have to start really searching around and trying to find them. Some of them are a lot smaller than the others. And then the more difficult ones, I hope we can even find any of them. Some of those are going to be out on islands. Some of those actually throughout the world, people will put them underwater. People have to scuba dive down to find them, or even climb up mountains to find them in caves and places such as that. So we're going to go through all those levels. We're also going to go look at some mystery ones. There are some ones that you have to put together clues to find them, to get the coordinates to find them. We will go try that out as well. And then we're going to do a local one that is an adventure one that is going to just bring us to some different businesses in the town or different sightseeing locations. So let's continue on. Let's start out with the easy geocaches and move our way all the way up to the most difficult. All right, first one that we're gonna go check out is called Entering Bouldergate. It's one of the easiest ones. I'm trying to start from the easiest and then go to the most difficult. And it looks like it is right at the entrance of Boulder Lake, the federal campground. And difficulty is 1.5, the terrain is 1.5. The only thing that might be a little bit difficult is the size of it. So it's micro. And what does that tell me? Most likely it's going to be in some kind of little container like a pill bottle or something like that. Probably attached to something. They're not going to just put that in the ground or let it sit out. They're probably going to attach it to a sign or something like that. So I am guessing that this easy one is going to probably be right on the entrance sign for the National Forest campground. So let's go see if that's where it is. Let's see if I'm correct or not. And as you can see on here, it just simply says that I hope you enjoy the Nicolet National Forest as much as I do. Love it out here. Let's go do some exploring. So on here, you can actually hit navigate. And if you look at this, if you can see it, it's going to show you navigation. It's going to tell you, oh, there it is. So it's in that direction. And it's going to point to where you should walk to. So we're going to walk over here And I'm just thinking that it's on this sign. Just my guess. Now I want you to look at this, because that is micro right there. That is a micro one. Now I can hit that I found it, and you can say thanks. We'll say very small, excellent, easy find. Just like that. You post it and marks it on the map, just like that. Not too bad. Now let's see what's inside this thing. Look at that. Just really little geocache. Congratulations, you found it. This container is part of a worldwide game. It's like a scavenger hunt. It's called geocaching. And then you got a bunch of names on here. I'm not going to put our name on this one. I'm going to keep it so that other people can have the opportunity to write on it. Make sure it gets covered up enough so that it fits back in here. Just like that. Put it back in here. Close it back up. And then we're gonna hang it back on the little loop, just like that. Not too difficult, but if you don't know to look over at the sign, you might be looking around for a little bit. You saw how small that was. Although it's an easy find, it still can be difficult depending on your skill level. So that was number one. That's Enter Bouldergate. We got a couple more up this road. Let's go find them. All right, we're at the barrier-free dispersed campsite location. Now, this place is actually called the Wheelchair Accessible 3 Geocache. And the reason why it's called that is this whole area right here is wheelchair accessible. If you're coming here camping, obviously it's winter, so it's, snowy. But this site is also located in my other video, the Lakewood region of the Chequamegon-Nicolet National Forest dispersed campsites. So if you want to see this in summertime, go check that video out. Right now we're going to navigate and we are going to find this geocache. All right, so if we look on here, you can see it's probably right over here. There are a lot of times they will put them in place like this right here. So there's a sign right here. So this is actually a spot where it might be. Ah, look at that. Look at right on the back side right here. See that? That's it right there. Let's take this out of here. Here it is. Just like that. I'll bring it over here. And I don't want to dump everything out, but let's look at some of the stuff we got in here. Some little tokens, see? I don't want to lose that. I'm not going to dump all this out, but there is a little notebook in here. Look. People left behind little things on here. I'm gonna put this back in here. I don't want any of this being lost. As you can see, this is just a medicine bottle, so kind of small, easy to lose things, but difficult to find it as well. So this is easy to access, but it's difficult to really find it unless you look. And that's one of the tips that I give you is there's signs here. If there's a bridge, if there's any landmark, any physical thing, not just the trees. It's going to be a lot more difficult to find it in the trees. But look for these signs, because a lot of times they just place them on there. If they're easy, they're usually attached to the side of the signs. So that was the wheelchair accessible one, and we're going to move on to a little bit more of the medium difficulty ones. So let's get out of here. I picked this one. It's a little bit more difficult. It's not the easiest, but it's still kind of easy to medium. And this one right here is the Mountain Lakes. There's actually Mountain Lakes North, and it's called a Bigfoot sighting. And the difficulty is kind of medium, terrain's a little medium, and the size is medium as well. This is also not just one, this is a series. So some of these are in a series, and this one looks like it's in a series of 10 or more caches. So that's quite a bit, but everyone knows Mountain Lakes. It's one of the locations in my dispersed campsite video, the Lakewood region. If you want to see those sites in summertime, go check out that video. But I am now at the northern one of the lakes, because there's two different lakes, and I'm just looking for this cache. So let's go see if we can find it. Well, it looks like it's right around here somewhere. So I'm gonna start looking around. Maybe I'll have to press the little hint thing, but it's right in this area. As you can see, there's trail right here. Looks like somebody's been through here with a sled or cross-country skis. It looks like a sled. I'm guessing someone went back here and went ice fishing. So it's right here. I just can't get it up. If you look, it's right by this. It's right here. I just cannot, it's frozen in here. I'm gonna try to get that out. I don't think we're getting this open. Anyway, this right here, this is your geocache. As you can see, it even has a markings on it. So most of these you're supposed to put that on there. That's one of the rules in National Forest, is make sure that you mark it. I can't get into this thing. I'm not gonna twist it. I don't wanna break it. So we're just gonna put it back to where it was for the next person that comes by. But I'm not gonna make it as easy. Cover this. Okay, so we're gonna log that we found it, and I'm just gonna say, did not want to break the container. Lots of ice, and I'm just gonna say that we put it back. It was a great little find. So that one is marked, and we're good. We can move on to the next one. All right, let's go check this place out. So this actually is, this is Wolf River Roots, and it is a location where, if you saw my Christmas tree hunt video, this is actually the location where Northology Adventures, they all met up here. And so this is one of those locations, and I just wanted to stop in because I missed out on it. And I just want to see what they have for food, get some coffee maybe, and check it out. Northology Adventures is one of the organizations that I am an ambassador for that does a lot of the overlanding events in this community, in this region, I should say, in this area, and throughout the United States. There's different locations, but I support them. I'm just doing it because I think they're a great organization. So go check out their site and check out their channel on the different platforms. But let's go in, let's check out Wolf River Roots, and let's see what it looks like in here. I'll try to keep it down. That was definitely worth it. Great food, and Also, you know, just their network with a lot of the local organizations. The owner, she was just saying that they do, try not to spill this. She was saying that they do a lot of stuff with the organizations that do snowshoeing events. They do a lot of mountain biking, off-road biking events, non-motorized stuff. And so she was kind of asking me about, you know, maybe if there's some of those events going on, if I'd like to come around and maybe check them out as well. So stay tuned. I might be doing that. I might be adding some of that into my videos, just, you know, just kind of expanding a little bit as far as the adventures go. But this is definitely the perfect place for, if you're in this area, to stop here, get something to eat. It says right there, they're open Monday, Thursday, and Friday, 8 to 2. And then Saturday and Sunday, 7:30 to 2. So I just lucked out, and it's Monday, and I just happened to be here and right before they close. So got something to eat. We're gonna get back on the road. I have to find a campsite, or just a camp place, to overland camp, so that we don't get caught in the dark, because it's gonna get dark soon. I made my way north of Townsend, Wisconsin, and I'm at the Quartz Crystal Trail. And right now we're looking for a medium difficulty one. This one is the Catwalk 4. It's called the Cat's Meow. It is a medium level difficulty, medium terrain, but it is a micro size cache. Now this is one of a number of geocaches that have different clues that will lead to a final geocache. I'm not even gonna try to attempt to find all of these. Today, I'm gonna actually just try to find this one, and it should give us one of the clues. In this snow, it's probably gonna be difficult enough. So let's check out a medium difficulty geocache. Looking around, it says I did use the hint, and the hint tells me to, let's see, use the balance beam and then find the, I see over there. If you look over there, there's, come with me. I know where it is. All right, so let's open this one up. I can get in here. And there's a little scroll in here. Look at this. This right here, and it says, I don't know if you can read that. It says catwalk number 4, final hint, B equals 0. And then you have some other people that wrote on here too. I'm not sure what any of that says. It's pretty faded. But like I said, I'm only gonna find this one today. This is just one. I just want to show you what they look like. This is a medium difficulty one, and if it wasn't blue like that, I would not have seen it. I would have never found this. So we're gonna put that back in there. I'm gonna close this up, and we are gonna go find one more medium level, difficulty level geocache. So let's go do it. So from the looks of it, this is gonna take me probably right over through this ATV trail. And then I'm guessing right around there from what this looks like. Now we gotta get out here before it gets dark. All right, I can't find it, but it says on here that there's a hint. Look to the tree with 4 posts. So we need to find a tree with 4 posts. I kind of figured I was gonna end up not finding all of them, and it's winter, so it's to be expected. But I need to get going. I need to get out of here and get down by Old Grave Road. I want to go camp out there, set up camp and camp out there, because tomorrow I want to go look at the mystery one. So we're gonna head down there right now, get moving before it gets dark, and then check out the mystery ones tomorrow and the difficult ones, and a slice of Lakewood. So let's get out of here. All right. Going around the woods, and I have my pack with me. I brought a tent, and so tonight what I'm gonna do is I'm actually not gonna go in my truck tonight. I'm gonna go out there, and right down there is the O'Connell River, and it's one of the campsites and dispersed campsites on Old Grave Road. I'm gonna take my tent out there, and we're gonna backpack tent in the woods in the winter. So let's go set up camp. Finally, I had a chance to sit down, make something to eat, which is necessary. You gotta make sure when you're out here and it's winter like this, your body, I'm even shivering right now. We're just being out here in the cold, your body's trying to get its core temperature back to where it's supposed to be. And so it's expending a lot more of the nutrients and carbs and all of that. So you gotta make sure you replenish that. Drink a lot of water. I know you probably don't wanna drink water when you're out here. You think it's gonna cool you down, but really you need to be hydrating out here. Especially with going around cutting firewood, just going for walks through the woods, you're just expending so much energy. So right now I'm right by the O'Connell River. This is right off Old Grave Road, another one of the campsites, the dispersed campsites in my video. If you want to see that one, once again, go back, look at that and check it out. And you'll see this in the summertime. But I wanted to get off the trail. I wanted to get out of my truck, and I wanted to actually get out and just do something a little different this time around. So I'm gonna finish up eating. I'm gonna get this fire going again. I'm gonna go get some more firewood, and then we're gonna go back out tomorrow, and we're gonna check out some more of these geocaches. And there's a couple more, some difficult ones. They're a lot harder to get to. And I'm gonna check out just a couple that are a little bit more fun to go and find. So I'm gonna go get some firewood. Good morning. Wow, it's cold out. Oh, I can't reach my phone right now, but I woke up at 4 and was able to check the temperature. It was -8 degrees. It's warm though. I'm warm in this sleep system that I have. I'm very warm actually. I have a parka and I have all the stuff that I need. But that being said, don't come out here without the proper equipment, because just having my arm out holding the camera right now and you'll freeze. My fingers are freezing right now. So anyway, speaking of that, I'm gonna get up. I don't want to get out of this sleeping bag, but I need to get out of here, pack this stuff up, get back to the truck, make some coffee, and we're gonna move on with more geocaching today. So let's get the heck out of here. All right, heading out. That was an experience. So now we're gonna go check out some of the more difficult geocaches. Some of these are just more difficult because of the terrain that it takes to get to them, or they're very small, it's hard to find them, or just for whatever reason, they're a lot more difficult to find. So the first one we're gonna go to, it looks like we're going to right to Crooked Lake, and this one's called Northwoods First of Fun, and it's very difficult to find this one. The terrain is about half difficulty, but it's a lot smaller cache, and so it's located right on kind of the isthmus of this lake area, but I think most of it is surrounded by private property, so you can only access it by using a boat. However, today we're gonna go right across the ice, walk right across there. That's what's the beauty of winter and going geocaching, is you can access a lot of these places that would otherwise be inaccessible unless you had a boat. So if you want, you can go on here and you can check out this cache and see if you can make it to it as well. But Northwoods First of Fun, that's where we're headed. Let's go do it. All right, so my microphone died and that's got to charge for a little bit, so this one might sound a little odd. I apologize for the audio, but We are on Crooked Lake, and we're gonna make our way out. It's right out here. I'm guessing it's right off the point right there from what the map shows. Just wonder if it's over here. It's right here. Just wondering if it's by this tree, this fallen tree, or is it hanging from something? Yep, not gonna find it. I'm guessing it's very small, which is why it's so difficult to find it. So I do have one more difficult one I want to show you. Same thing, it's out on an island though, and I can walk across the ice. So we are gonna go check that one out, and I think that's gonna be it for difficult ones. Those take up quite a bit of time. So let's go find the other one. All right, so I did say I was gonna get you one more difficult cache, and this one isn't actually listed as a difficult one, but the terrain to get there is actually difficult. So you have to take a boat. It's out on an island. It's completely surrounded by water, similar to the last one, but this one you have to take a boat. You have no other option. And so we're gonna go out here and we're gonna check it out. It's called Island Adventure, and we're just gonna follow along and see if it's out here. Okay, so per the map, it's telling me it's over on the other end of the island right there. So probably right over here by that ice shack, and then off on shore. So let's make our way over there. Now it's just giving me kind of this area right here. I gotta kind of look around a little bit to see if I can find it. So maybe it is a little more difficult. Snow doesn't help, it's winter, but this isn't even that deep of snow, so I should be able to find it. Just gotta look around a little. Sometimes in here you will get some people who comment and they will tell a little bit more specifically where it is at, and that's what I'm looking for right now. I did end up hitting hint because I'm not seeing it. So hint, it says fallen tree. So what I'm thinking is it is this tree right here. See, look right here. It's got to be around this fallen tree. All right, we found it. It was just underneath the tree right there. As you see, it's an Apache case. All I'm gonna do is pop it open. Let's see what we got in here. Here we go. We got hope you have fun finding this. Please add your name to the log. Awesome. Got a spark plug. Got a rock painted. Got some change. This is for your propane tanks. And this is for marking on here. So let's mark on here. Let's just say 1, 3. And we'll just say this, real easy. I got a sock. Everyone can use a sock. Koozie. Okay, now that we found it, I want to put this thing back. I want to put it back where it was because the hint and everything else says what it says, and I don't want to end up throwing it over there and then people get messed up and they can't find it. Just like I couldn't find it. So put it back. There, and that's a difficult one. Next, we're going to check out some of the mystery geocaches. And what I mean by mystery geocaches is that you are going to have to solve some kind of riddle or puzzle, and that will give you coordinates, or it'll send you to another location, that'll send you to another location that essentially will give you the location of that geocache. Now, the one that we're going to right now is Company 3642. And this one is actually a little more difficult. The terrain is kind of medium, but the cache is about medium size. So I'm guessing probably an ammo can, something like that. But I think that the history behind this is worth going to it and checking it out. And this is the location of the CCC, the Civilian Conservation Corps. And back in the early 1900s, President Roosevelt had put together the New Deal, if you've ever heard of that. I'm not going to get too far into history. I just want to kind of explain this. He brought in a bunch of workers and built these camps to do a lot of reforesting, and all of the clear cutting and all the trees that were cut down over the last 100, 200 years prior to that, they needed to be replenished. And that's what these camps were set up for. So we'll get into that. I'll make a video on the CCC camps and logging camps in the area in a different video. But I just thought this would be a really cool place to go check out. So let's go check out a mystery geocache at the former CCC camp. Let's do it. Okay, as you can see right here, we're looking for coordinates. So we have to do it in order. And to do that, we have to go through. So first place we're gonna go is barracks, and then all the way through garage, workshop. That's not in here though. So we need to find the barracks one. Let's go find that. So my phone signal went out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take pictures. I'm gonna take a picture of each of these, and then we'll get back to the main site over there, and then we'll just put it all together and try to figure out this mystery instead of trying to decode it as I go. So let's just do some more pictures. Let's move on. I seriously is going to be, I already know this is going to be pretty difficult. Let's find the next one. Mind you, we're in the snow too. So I'm like trying to see these placards, these little interpretive sites. I'm trying to see these, and they're covered with snow. I see one over here. All right, what's this one? That's the barracks. One of the clues I'm putting down that they had 4 to 8 barracks, and they will walk us through 2 of these buildings. So I have no clue what that means, but that's what I'm putting down. I don't know. Let's move on to the next one. See if we can find, we can kind of decode this a little bit better. This is really difficult because it's not giving me the coordinates I need. Oh, All right, so my phone is not liking the cold. It keeps shutting off. I have like 5% left on it. I'm gonna try to knock this out as fast as I can. Took pictures of all the sites. I'm gonna try to decode this to try to see if we can find this geocache. It does give me coordinates. If we don't find it, we can just follow the coordinates. But I really want to try to solve the riddle and see what it is. So I'm gonna go on here. I'm gonna try to depict this or decode this. All right, I'm just gonna navigate to this because really it tells me right here I can just navigate to these coordinates. Apparently I'm not too good at detective work right now and it's really cold, so let's just go find a geocache. All right, so I did not find it. That's why it's a mystery. That's why it's difficult, and you just have to kind of come out here and spend the time to find it. But I didn't find it. Other people have not found it either. It's also winter, which adds to kind of the difficulty level. So if you do come out here or you have come out here already and found it, jump in the comments, let me know, let people know, hey, I found it. You don't have to tell us exactly where it is. Don't spoil it for everybody. But if you have maybe a little hint on how to do the coordinates to find it, let some people know as well. So I'll come back out here in summer. We'll do some geocaching during the summer too and see if I can find it then. But I'm gonna get out of here. We're gonna go continue on. Now that we didn't find that one, that was the mystery one. Just difficulty level was just way more than I could think because of the snow. I think really it had to do with the snow. So we're gonna have to mark that we did not find it. And let's see, what should we put on here? Let's just mark it and say we didn't find it, and we'll say could not find, period. Tried finding in the winter, period. Will try again when the snow is gone. Great mystery geocache. Come back in the summer. Okay, some of these geocaches are virtual. So for whatever reason, if it's a historical site or something that is protected, it could be a wetlands, or in this instance, it is the Mountain Fire Lookout Tower. They will not allow to put anything on there. So it's not an actual physical geocache, but it's virtual. So because we have the opportunity to go online on the app, you can just go on there and take a picture or put your coordinates and say, hey, I was here. Kind of an honor system, whether you were there or not. But if you check this out, it's called Lookout. Virtual reward 3.0. Difficulty level is not bad at all. The terrain is a little bit higher, and what they're actually telling you is, I believe they want you to go up to the top of the tower. Now it's winter, so we're not gonna go up there. It's closed, it's not open right now. They ask you on here how many spindles are part of the wooden railing inside of the cab at the top. We can't go up there. How many locks are on the tarp door in the roof. Once again, we can't go in there. And then it says post a picture. So I'm gonna post a picture, but it's gonna be at the bottom because it's winter. I think everybody can understand that's why we're not going up there. So let's go look at what a virtual geocache looks like. Yeah, just like I said, it's locked up right now. So we can walk around it. I just parked right down there, and we're just gonna walk up here, and the tower's right up here. All right, I'm at the tower and I'm just going on here real quick. I'm gonna log this, say, hey, I found it. And I'm gonna take a picture just like this. And then I'm gonna use this photo and then I'm just gonna say I was here. Winter find. Just like that. Okay, I'm at Lakewood, Wisconsin, and this is a little bit different and a little bit more fun of a geocaching adventure. So this is actually in a different app. This is not actually in the Geocache app. This is a slice of Lakewood, and it will take you to the Geocaching Adventure Lab. Now, these just take you to different locations in the area. This is Woodland Trail Winery. That's the first one we need to go to. So we're gonna hit start, and we're gonna look at details, and it's gonna ask us in here, what color are the doors adjacent to the parking lot? What color are those doors? And on here, it's gonna show us, is it purple, right? And that is completed. But we're gonna go inside. Since we're here, we are going to go to all of these businesses and just show a little love. We're gonna go in there and check out what they're about. And why not? They're on the trail, so let's do it. All right, let's go inside. Oh, so they're closed today. That's fine. We still can go to the other ones. Some of the other ones are open, so let's go to the next one. Now, the next place it tells us to go to is the Northern Perks Coffee and Gifts. And I do know this place. They have a lot of really cool things in there, and we're gonna see if they're open. I'm gonna go there and check it out. And it asks, what is the red image on the sign, on the Northern Perks sign? 2 words. And if we look at the sign, the image on there would be coffee cup. Correct. Let's see if that's it. And we're done, and that's correct. So the next one, Sweet Memories, is our next stop, but let's go inside first. Let's go check out Northern Perks. All right, let's go see if they're open. And I don't know if they're open in winter. They might not be. So as it shows right here, we're just gonna go over here. Looks like they're closed. So they are not open. It's Tuesday. But that is a great place if you are in Lakewood. Go check it out. They got great drinks, tea, anything you can think of, all kinds of souvenirs and just candles. I can't even begin to explain how many things they have in there. It's an awesome place. But let's go to Sweet Memories. The next place we're at is Sweet Memories Candy, and if you've never been here, go check out one of my original videos way back, and I did a video on this. It's kind of subpar, but I'd love to go back in here and redo it. They got all the candy you can think of from your childhood, and it's just an amazing place, anything you can think of. And so in this one, they ask, what is on the west side of the building? And if you look, there's an ice cream cone. And click on it, and that is correct. Next, we're going to Paul Bunyan Ski Hill, and I know exactly where that is. They just opened a couple years ago, reopened, and it's a great place. I have not gone snowboarding there yet, but I really should go there. So we're off to Paul Bunyan Ski Hill. They are not open today. I think a lot of people are closed during the week here. But this is Paul Bunyan's ski hill. And we have to make, let's see. It says on here, what 3 words are on the black metal sign outside the bar door on the ski hill? And I'm guessing it's that right there. Ski Hill Bar. Ski Hill and Bar. And we completed this one. We're gonna have to come back here and we're gonna have to go snowboarding. Too bad it's closed. The last one, we are going to the Cathedral Pines. So the Cathedral Pines, I'm going to cover in another video the whole history of that and show it. But a little bit of a background on it. Way back in the early 1900s, the wife of a logging timber company owner convinced her husband to not cut that swatch of land, at those trees, and so those trees are the original. All the rest of these have been logged, have been cut down, and that patch right there, the original trees are still there. It's just kind of a little bit of history on that one. But we are on our way there. That's our final destination, final question that we have to answer before we can finish with the slice of Lakewood. So let's go to the Cathedral Pines. And our final stop is the Cathedral Pines, and they want to know what tour stop is listed on the sign. So it's probably that sign, and we're gonna put 1 down. And that's it. And we are completely done with the tour of Lakewood. Now I want to make sure that we can rate this and maybe write a little bit of a review. And we're gonna say, what should we say in here? Say Lakewood is such a great town to visit. There. Now other people can go on here and get that review. That was a blast. It was just a little bit different style of geocaching. It wasn't actually a geocache, but it just took us on an adventure to check out some local sites. And so that is what the Adventure Lab geocaches are. And that completes all our geocaching. Wow, what an adventure. That was a lot. Thank you for coming along on this scavenger hunt and looking for geocaches. Now, if you are interested in bringing your own out here and hiding some, I will put something in the description, a link in the description, and it will lead you to the proper forms that you need to fill out. You need to bring them to the U.S. Forest Service Ranger Station. They have some rules on that. Just follow the link and it'll explain everything. For everyone else, if you are interested in coming out here, I ask you, please come out here and check it out, whether it's in the winter, if you're feeling ambitious like I am, or just come out here in the summer. There are geocaches, as you saw, easy all the way to difficult levels that you can go, and no matter what your physical level is or your age, there's one for everyone. So come out here and check that out, and make sure that you follow along on my channel for future videos. I think I'm gonna start incorporating geocaches into each of my videos, or some of the future ones. I'm gonna start documenting some of them and putting them out here. Follow along, and if you wanna come out and try to find them, comment on my page and say, hey, I found your geocache. Please do so. It'll be a great time. It's something that'll be really great to incorporate. So until next time, like, subscribe to my channel, and always comment. Make sure you let me know if you did find some geocaches out here you have, some very interesting ones that you would like to share with everyone else, please jump on and comment. And until next time, I'll see you on the next adventure.